I'm Zach Korowitz, and this is Living with CMT. So, Charcot-Marie-Tooth is a peripheral neuropathy which affects your knees down and your elbows down. In my case, I have CMT4B1, and basically it affects the myelin sheath of your nerve. You can basically think of it as like a wire. So the inner wire is fine, but the rubber coating of it is basically deteriorating. So not all the messages from my brain can get to my nerves, my feet, and my hands. I found out I had CMT when I was in 2nd grade. My mom always knew there was something up. She never knew exactly what it was. She thought it was something else. She never thought it was actually a physical, like muscular problem. From then on, we just basically were going to different doctors. I believe it lasted about like 2 years. And I think for like 2 years straight, I was just going to different doctors. And then we finally found one out in Long Island. And then she just basically looked at me and then said that I have CMT, and then that's how I found out. I'm the only one in my family who has it, because the type I have is actually, I believe, recessive. So it's basically my mom and dad both have the gene for it. They both don't have it. So I have many different hobbies. I mean, I love sports. My favorite sports is football, hockey, basketball, baseball. I like everything. I played football for many years. I stopped playing when I got to high school. I still am a part of the team now. My family consists of me, my mom, my dad, and my sister. I also have 2 dogs. So I've basically adapted to CMT in pretty much every way possible. I mean, I drive using hand controls. So the way I drive is, this is the gas and brake. So to drive it, to push it to go, I will push this down with the gas, and then I'll push it into brake. When I steer it, I use this thing. So basically I keep my hand in one place. Everything simple you may do, I adapt to it in a certain way. Like holding a cup, you put your hand around it. I think you actually use 2 hands, or I grab it by the rim of the cup. I probably write a little differently than you do. I probably hold the pen differently. I mean, just everything I do, I just adapt to it, just to do it a little differently. Some things I do a little different from you, and other things I may do very different from what you normally see. So, but pretty much everything in my life I've had to adapt to. So these are braces. I wear them. These help me walk heel toe. So basically, these are not one of the hinged ones. So these are strictly at a 90-degree angle. And so these are made by Kinetic Braces, which is just just the brand, the company that makes them. So basically, these are carbon fiber, I believe. And so it has a strut going down the outside of my foot, and then it goes around in the front of my leg, just below my knee. So I basically will strap my leg into it with using these straps here, and then I'll slide my foot. Before I close them, I'll slide my foot into the shoe. And then in the shoe, and I have these insoles, which I wear every day. And basically, and I just use these to walk heel toe every day. And that's how I walk. My parents, as I've been growing up, always taught me that I can do it with everything the same that you could do. I mean, I'll always try to do it. I mean, if I find that it's very difficult, I will stop, but I never let the CMT prohibit me from doing something. I always will try to do my best of doing something. I just will always try. I never sit there and say, no, I'm not gonna do it. So, I mean, I've never really been bullied, not that I can remember. I've noticed that people do look at you differently. I prefer to wear pants because people don't notice that you're wearing braces. So the first thing when you walk into a room, people don't look at you and immediately think there's something wrong. So I mean, I've never really been bullied, but like, and like, people definitely do look at you differently. So in the future, the CMT, I hope, we don't think, hopefully it won't get worse. We think that this is as bad as it's gonna get. We think that it's just not gonna progress anymore, but we hope that we hope that one day there'll be a cure for it and just definitely stop it from progressing.